Welcome to race 23 of 36. We're at Armory Digital Superspeedway. Riles is on the pole, Merzlag is in second, Carpenter's in the third, Spencer, both Bledsoes, Lamas, Vaughn, Leinhardt, Ravenhurst, Marks, Max, Kiro, Steelman, Cousins. And before I forget about him, I'm joined once again by Cody Hayner. Cody, sorry for not introducing you before doing the starting lineup.
It's alright.
So we get set to go racing for 68 laps around this 2.6 mile long trial. This is certainly an interesting track, fairly new to stock car racing, constructed in 2013, completed in 2014, as well as first open. God damn the graphics issues, oh my fucking lord. Oh lord. Oh Jesus.
I was gonna say, I was having issues till I went full screen.
I was full screen and I was having issues. Oh lord. Oh Jesus. It's gonna be Orlando all over again. Or I'm gonna have to do a helicopter view this entire time. At least until a big wreck takes out like half the field.
I know when I was like, before I went full screen, I was like having like the back half of the field flash green.
Yeah, I was having that
Oh.
issue. Alright, it seems to be fine now that it's
Moving.
well, not just moving. Oh god. Okay, the full field cannot be like oh my god, the graphics. Oh my fucking lord. Huh.
Well, base car is off.
As they near the restart zone. And the green flag is out. Oh my god, graphics. God damn, holy fucking shit. Ah! Helicopter cam, save me! Alright. Riles will get the push from Carpenter.
Dang, we're already like 3 wide. That did not take long.
It never takes long here.
Oh, there's some 4 wide already.
Told ya, never takes long at all. Kiro with the power move on the inside. Carpenter now looking to lead the first lap as they run through turns 3 and 4. And onto the tri-oval once again.
Yeah. If you viewers cannot tell, this is the first time I've ever seen this track.
It's an interesting track, ain't it?
Yeah, extremely.
Especially, you know, there's a little mini straightaway a la Indianapolis in between turns 1 and 2. That's banked, similarly to turns 1 and 2.
And Mullen was in the wall a little bit in the back.
Yeah, we actually had contact between last week's winner, DeMax, and Jesse Dalton in 9. Going in to the front straightaway.
I feel like if we have an accident, it's going to be disastrous.
Oh, yes. It's always disastrous when there's a wreck here. There's a reason why they call it the big one. Talladega may have started the trend, but Armory Digital takes it to a whole new level, as DeMax and Dalton once again make contact going across the start and finish line. Paul Bledsoe, Season 1's 2Cons 500 winners, out front at the moment. Anyways, they made it, what, 12 laps at Orlando before wrecking? I think it was.
Something like that.
Let's see how long they make it here, as Gorman already lost the draft.
Yeah, he's like 17ths of a second slower.
As they are 4 wide, peaking 5 wide. By peaking 5 wide, I mean someone's looking to make it 5 wide but decides not to. Thankfully, they are all over the place. It just goes to show you just how loose these cars are. And how hard they can be to control. Even with some of the world's best drivers behind the wheel.
Yeah, Gorman's already a second star. I wonder if he dropped a cylinder.
Very tough luck early on in this going. as Bledsoe has been able to hold on to the lead for consecutive laps now as Lionheart makes it 4 wide for second. One of the few tracks where you can actually say 4 wide for second and it actually means something.
And in the middle of a turn. Not on a straightaway.
As Tang causes the inside lane to check up a little bit. Trying to merge back in the line.
Maybe Gorman's just trying to play it smart and not be in the big one.
Well, we had contact between the 25 and the 99 in the middle of the pack. So...
I don't think 7 seconds back is where you want to be to avoid the big one, though. I know you want reaction time, but not that much. At the rate he's going to be the cause of the big one when they catch him.
At the rate he's going, he kind of probably has to have that reaction time. As Chase Marks now takes the lead away from Paul Blitz at the line. That inside lane is moving pretty fast now that they're no longer going 4 wide. They are 3 abreast, like, I don't know, 8, 9 rows deep, something like that.
Yeah. That fill in 3 wide is them thinning out.
And
can't say that at many tracks.
Squeezing together there in the middle of the corner. Thankfully, everyone gets away cleanly. Somehow, Armory Digital seems to be one of the few tracks where you can be in a big pack like this, door slam somebody, and both of you, despite being completely out of control of your cars at this point, somehow save it to a point where you both can drive away cleanly, as the leader suddenly has an issue going through turn 2 and drops way back. That is lengthened in 82. That's going to hand the lead back to Marks, who is now fighting for it with Cousins.
Well, at least he led the lap before having the issue.
Yay, 2 whole bonus points. Jackie Tang finally making a move up towards the front. It's in unfamiliar territory at the moment as they're 4 wide behind him.
And 3 wide for the lead.
With Marks just barely edging it.
3 wide for the lead, 4 wide right behind them.
Almost 4 wide for the lead, even with, I believe that's the 71 of Mahari. And they are 4 wide for the lead now.
Just another Sunday at the office.
Just race car things. Or just race car driver things. I don't know.
I was going to say, Tang almost got into the back quarter panel of Cousins when they were still side by side.
I mean, don't get me wrong. These drivers are insane to do this type of racing. But they're intelligent about it. Most of the time.
I don't know if anything about this is intelligent.
Touche. Ravenhurst now making it 3 wide for the lead. Ravenhurst, of course, hasn't won a race since, well, a race with pack racing, ironically enough, Auto Club Speedway.
And dear Lord, I see Cody Lamas.
Yep. Thankfully, we don't have Jamie McMurray to wreck Cody Lamas, causing a huge pile-up. Or really any of the Hendrick cars, because Onesto's right there, and teammate 2, Cody Lamas, says Jesse Dolan makes an aggressive move there. Tommy Kiro backs out of a potential 4-wide situation, causes Austin Spencer right behind her to check up as well. Chase Marks currently leads, somehow. Hayner making contact with Alex Miller there. They keep it straight somehow. As
someone blew up!
Michaels blows up, sacks up the outside lane behind him. He's going to try and dive to the inside, but there's cars in the way. He now has a hole there. And, oh, no, he's going to get turned by Ekroth. That's going to cause a
How-
caution.
I don't know how that was. He fell back so far before getting turned. It's literally the
Llamas
last
leads
guy
the line.
in the pack.
And Llamas leads at the line. I honestly have no idea how they waited that long to actually wreck either.
And it happened to be the last guy in the entire pack. That's just hilarious.
I don't know whether it's hilarious or just sad.
Hilariously sad.
Or sadly hilarious. Haha. I don't know.
One of those two combinations.
Something like that, anyways. I wish I really could accelerate past.
You just want to put. You just. And laugh at the same time.
In less robotic, please. Oh god, you're pinging quality. My god. Okay, now they're normal. As everyone comes down pit road. With a very hard transition onto the... off the bank and onto the apron there. Unlike most
That is-
speedways.
Yeah, I was gonna say that is some steep banking.
It's 33 degrees, by the way, so same as Talladega.
Just seems like a harder transition.
And Michaels is out officially as an... It's reported as an accident. Instead of a... normal condition such as blown engine or clutch or whatever. As I hear contact on pit road between multiple drivers, Riles is pulling into his pit stall ahead of Llamas, who beats Marks off of pit road. So we have multiple people running into each other. That is going to cause a lot of potential issues.
And Ekroth has also retired from the race.
And for good reason, too. As drivers immediately pull up onto the track, while others don't immediately pull up on the track for some reason. And cautions, unfortunately, take forever here because of, well, how long the track is.
Huh.
So we can't exactly accelerate through it.
Oh, looks like this track kind of does the thing where I was mentioned earlier about doing on the walls.
Yeah, I also mentioned how it does have the caution lines in the track, kind of.
Yeah. Like I said, I just wonder how it would look if someone did that all the way around the track on the walls.
It certainly would be graphics intensive track, potentially, because of all the goddamn caution lights.
Eh.
But
It all
hey,
depends on how much of everything else on the outside of the track they do.
yeah, true. But hey, at least fans cannot mistake when there's a caution out. Cycle through the field. Llamas, Marks, Dalton, Ravenhurst, and Vanessa Tang, the top 6.
Cody Lamas leading. I feel like I've seen this plenty of times before.
Cody Llamas leading into the Super Speedway race. Where have we seen this before?
I mean, him leading any race, if it's been some other leagues where that is a commonplace.
Oh yeah, true. It's not as common here with the level of competition, but you'll take what you can get in this league because of it. I mean, just give you guys an idea of levels of competition. 12 guys, or no, we have 16 drivers Really 15 because Max is outside the top 25 in points. Battling for 12 chase positions. And only 4 of those drivers have multiple wins this season. You have Chase, Carpenter, and Ravenhurst both with 3 wins apiece. You have Riles and Merzlak both with 2 wins apiece. Everyone else has 1 win.
Let's say the Max right now is mid-pack. So, obviously with this being a super speedway, he could certainly get up there and get a lot closer to getting up there in points.
Yeah.
I mean,
hell,
17 is a lot better than outside the top 30.
Yeah, true. And here's the thing, if Max somehow wins a second race and somehow gets into the top 25, he'll bypass like or a majority of the people in the chase and actually knock a couple of people out because of it, which I find hilarious. It's like, oh, hello, I suddenly have luck. Fuck all of you. As we get the 1-0 signal.
Pace lights are out. The caution lights are out.
But we still have to ask, who let the dogs out? Okay, that was a very horrible joke. I deserve to be shot for that one.
That feel when you realize that song's not actually about dogs.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting about that.
I mean, it's about another term for dogs that's used for another species.
Yep. Alright. I really wish I didn't have these graphical issues.
You know what this track has finally reminded me of?
What?
It's like if Talladega and Dover had a baby.
I can see that.
Especially the back straightaway screams Dover.
Actually, that bridge was just added in the 2017 version. The 2014 version didn't have that bridge. Also, the hotel that goes over turn 4 was not completed. Pace car dives off with sparks flying from its front splitter hitting the ground.
Yeah, you'd figure the pace car driver would be smart and to turn that sharply.
Yeah, we don't have no Brett Verdine driving the pace car here. But we do have Speedy McSpeedster. Green flag back out.
Maybe we should look into hiring the Stig.
Oh, please, the Stig would never turn off the track.
But it'd be extremely entertaining.
You're not wrong. As the drivers get back up the speed down the back straightaway, they go. Dawn with a good jump, as it does Cody Lamas.
Didn't bunch up as quickly this time.
Well, they were more spread out. They weren't side by side, as they're already 4 wide going through the corner.
True.
Tang now battling for second. Getting a push from his teammate who now betrays him and goes to the high side. 4 wide now with Craigo making a move as Lionheart tries to make a move on Ravenhurst. Lionheart almost gets in Ravenhurst there in the middle of the corner.
I was saying, whatever was wrong with Gorman seems to have been fixed. Because he's not last.
Well, of course he's not last. 2 cars wrecked.
He's not last out of the cars on the track.
I know, I'm being a smart ass. Langford also must have had his issue fixed because he's now ahead of Gorman.
Yeah.
Lionheart now trying to get to Tang, but Krago's now side drafting, because that apparently exists in this game with the AI. 3 wide for third. Lionheart's now going to get side by side with Tang through turn 2. Hayner making a move on the inside there with a push from Max.
I was going to say, Hayner in the top 10. That's new.
As Riles and Nguyen back in the pack, door to door, they're pretty much making... I don't think they've gotten off of each other's doors down the whole back straightaway until they entered the corner.
I was going to say, Hayner's finished top 10, what, twice this season?
More than that. He's finished like 7 times in the top 10. Doing pretty good now. Granted, they've all been like at the edge of the top 10, but yeah, he's finished in the top 10 multiple times. Cody Lam is somehow able to hang on to the lead for consecutive laps now. And Hunter Kiro now in second. An exceptional super speedway driver.
Oh, hey, look, there's last week's winner, DeMax Belling, Hayner for third.
And speaking of Kiro, he's going to take the lead from Lamas out of turn 4 and will clear him, getting the slingshot around the 48. But Lamas now with the run on the high side. Kiro couldn't quite get up in front of the 48 and pulled slide job. Paul Bledsoe now making it 4 wide for 5th. Through turn 1. Ooh, Nesto and Craig will make contact in the middle of the corner. Ooh, Jesse Dalton, an aggressive move to dive to the bottom of the track to try to get underneath Paul Bledsoe. Not going to get there before the corner, though. Kiro looking for his second one. He won back at Richmond. And trying to find a way to get up into a higher seed in the chase.
Yeah, Lamas is doing a pretty good job of hanging on the high side.
Of course, when you got like 2 cars simultaneously drafting with you, behind you, in different lanes, kind of helps. As Kiro is clear of Lamas at the moment, but Lamas with a run and push from Austin Spencer in the 25. As Crago Racing Incorporated is all up there on the high lane now, with Mullen leading the 3 CRI cars on that high lane.
I noticed earlier Hayner was hanging clear up there next to the wall, not touching it. Probably hoping to drop back and, slide back down towards the bottom of the track, but...
Can't exactly do that when you have 3 cars to your inside.
Yeah. Well, now other cars have went up there high also, so you don't have the lack of the draft pushing you back.
As now Crago's going to make the move. Oh, God, they're 5 wide.
Oh, Lord.
They are 5 wide. Craig on the max touch. And Vaughn intelligently backs out of it, saying, fuck this, I'm not being part of a huge wreck. Only to get right back in the middle of thick of things once everything clears out, apparently. As Legacy and Cousins makes contact. They're 4 wide, 2 rows deep for that 6th position. Ooh, Riles in a roll entering turn 1.
Max got close there in the turn to the wall.
Kiro and Lam is still side by side.
This is probably the longest side-by-side battle I've seen on a super speedway in a long time.
Well, that's just the way this track was built. It was specifically made so that with a high line wouldn't automatically just be freight trained when anyone got to it or got to the inside of somebody. I mean, you can still pass on the inside, You just still need help in order to do it.
3 wide for third.
So I'm still getting graphical glitches even in helicopter cam. Fucking hell. Now it's 4 wide for fourth. Kind of. Well, they've made it 23 laps without wrecking as they're 5 wide momentarily once again. God damn. And now they're sort of 4 wide for third and fourth simultaneously. Now they're just 4 wide for fourth as Cousins hardened the wall. Say harden the wall, of course he's just scraping and checks up the entire outside lane.
People are going to dive low and get around him.
And if they don't, well, that's their problem. Meanwhile, Lamas still not clear of Kiro, and Kiro still not clear of Lamas. There is no clear advantage up here, but does Onesto help his teammate, or does he try and go for the lead himself? Looks like he's currently helping his teammate in the 48. Austin Spencer's drop slowly, make it 3 wide. And Onesto has helped his teammate to the point where Lamas is now clear of Kiro. Smerzlak gets into the think of things, and now Gorman up there, surprisingly. It's now the top 4 breakaway. Kiro jumps out of the line now, trying to make the move on Lamas. Bledsoe goes up to help Lamas. Merzlak goes down low to help Kiro. 4 wide, farther back in the field. Mahari and Zimmerman make contact down the front straightaway, going into the corner. Tank
That's
barely
about the top. That's like the edge of the top 15, top 20 right in there.
Yeah. Kiro edges Lamas exiting the corner. Kiro's clear of Lamas. Down the back straightaway, but Lamas is trying to come back on that high lane.
Lamas has been able to keep that front quarter panel there and battle back.
But Kiro's got the advantage in the corner now. Can Kiro pull the slide job? Lamas is looking really high up near the wall. And Kiro's not chancing going up as close to the wall as Lamas did. Oh my, have you ever? Kiro led that lap by 0.02 of a second.
Oh, Kiro's clear now.
Oh yeah, with a huge push from Austin Spencer as Merzlak almost gets turned by Paul Bledsoe.
Yeah, the next closest car to Lamas was like a car length back instead of being pushed.
Yep.
Which is what hurt Lamas.
I just had a lightning bolt strike the field and cause a graphical glitch. Fucking hell.
Dang.
At least that's what it looked like. Now it's Spencer and Kiro battling for the lead. 3/1000 of a second at the line. Advantage Kiro. Now Spencer clears Kiro out the line. Lamas scrapes the wogs in the corner and gets a tap from Steelman.
I can only imagine what would happen if we took restrictor plates off the track.
Death. Death everywhere. Alright, now Riles is going for the lead. And gets it at the line. Alan Bledsoe up there. McWhorter is up there as well. He's won on the Superspeedway exhibition race, as we mentioned last week.
Last week's winner, DeMax, is up there.
Max having some good luck for once.
They're looking to go 3 wide for the lead.
Will DeMax commit to it? Will Riles get the push from Spencer on the outside? Riles gets the push from Spencer on the outside. Now they're 4 wide for second. Also, Cody, if you were to watch Pensacola, you would see why I have PTSD flashbacks of Pensacola whenever they go 4 wide in a hairy situation. Like, in the opening of the race, they go 4 wide and, like, immediately they wreck. Because 2 cars made contact entering turn 1. As Riles now has the definitive lead, has to make his car 3 lanes wide as here comes Kira on the outside with a push from Spencer. Seems like Spencer's good at pushing people up to the front. Just can't hang on to the lead himself.
Here comes DeMax on the bottom.
Max now making the charge on the bottom. Riles goes down and locks. Goes down to block. But DeMax was there. Now DeMax falls back a little bit due to the run on that 2 outside lanes. Whoa, Steelman
couple cars up there.
Wall. Steelman almost came back down across the track. Thankfully,
And broke the field up a little bit.
Yep. He's breaking the draft.
I'll say there's another one that was up there also. I didn't know if they got into the wall or just was that high.
Paul Bledsoe scraped the wall, and Matthew Steelman clobbered it right in front of him. And they're 4 wide. Miller and Spencer make contact. Now here comes
3 wide
Vaughn,
for the lead.
trying to make it 3 wide. He's got the quarter panel there.
Yep, it's officially 3 wide for the lead.
Vaughn now with the advantage through the corner.
41 trying to make it 4 wide. But Vaughn able to clear.
Yep. Ryan Vaughn's got to make himself Jean Girard. Or make like Jean Girard and block 3 lanes at once. Won't be able to do it though as Kiro pushes Riles up to the lead entering corner, but Vaughn's going to get it in the middle of the corner. As Vaughn reverse side drafts the 97 slightly, if that's even a thing. As Kiro now makes it 3 wide for the lead on the outside. Now Vaughn's going to get clear because Asami Kiro makes it 4 wide for second on the inside.
With a run at the lead.
With a push from Jesse Dalton, no less. And now Dalton's going for the lead with a push from Cousins. And look, Steelman's back up there pushing Cousins as well.
Vaughn.
Lamas and DeMax make contact in the middle of the corner. That was a hairy situation.
Lamas and DeMax, 2 very experienced drivers.
Spencer and Ravenhurst make contact going into the corner. They're still on each other's door. Finally get off of each other as now Alan Bledsoe just about turns Miller going through the corner. And Stillman just slammed the wall 2 laps ago and now he's leading. With a push from Crago. 2 short track drivers now leading at one of the biggest facilities that we race at. Crago also an accomplished superspeedway driver.
Being pushed by Max.
His teammate and the car he owns. Guess DeMax trying to win brownie points from the team owner.
I think the Max just wants to have a really good finish, get closer to the top 30.
As husband and wife get together in the middle of the corner. That's going to be an interesting dinner tonight.
Nothing wrong with a little bump and grind.
I am an immature adult. As now we're 3 wide for the lead. As Lionheart, probably the most accomplished super speedway driver here. He's like the equivalent to Dale Earnhardt in this league, except probably a lot less successful. He's now leading at a super speedway. DJ McWhorter, though, don't count him out. Like I said last week and earlier in this race, he won at the Clash at Daytona.
Here comes another charge on the bottom, the 47.
Joy Ravenhurst now making her presence known up at the front of the field.
Well, if you would have been a lap down, it would have made a close one with the Max last week.
Certainly did have the late race charge. Now Ravenhurst takes the lead. You know, as often as the lead is changing hands, as now we see Corbett up there battling for second and going for the lead as well. Think this race will beat Auto Club for most lead changes and or leaders?
I don't know how many different changes we have in a single lap at the moment.
As now John Mullen gets a push into the lead by Asami Kiro. And hell, Asami's clear of the field as well. That's a 2-car tango in a way, if I've ever seen one. This field all getting antsy now. It's the middle of the run. They know it's getting closer to the end. In fact, we're just past halfway in the race. Surprised we've only had 1 caution, to be honest, though. And it wasn't even a big wreck. It was 2 cars.
And if it wasn't for that, we got moved for the lead.
Simon Kiro now trying to get the slingshot. And now here comes Langton getting to the back bumper of the 29, but he's going to dive down and try to make it 3 wide for the lead. Now here comes Hunter getting to the back bumper of Asami.
Heck, here comes Zimmerman.
Zimmerman 1 to 2 cons 500. And now he's going to go for the lead. Can't quite get the draft though, as he just hits a wall of air. Now Asami's going to do a crossover on Zimmerman. Sort of. Not exactly a full-on crossover, but you get the point. Anyways, DeMax now behind Asami, returning the favor, I guess. No, wait, that was Mullen. Never mind. Or did Asami push DeMax?
We got some 4 wide action.
We got 5 wide. Back farther in the pack. And somehow they do not wreck. As we got people come down pit road.
That looked sketchy for a second.
Yes, it did. I am thankful that I knew what they were doing before they actually were doing it. Let's see.
I feel when you're only a few rows back, but you're still 20th.
And they're 5 wide once again. Now only 4 wide. As Marks almost turned himself off the nose of Onesto there, as Mullen is slow going down the back straightaway. Like, very slow. Now Zimmerman's very slow. Oh, contact there between Boston and Onesto, as Onesto was not pitting, but Boston was. Crago also going slow. Very slow now. Almost gets run into by Merzlak. I believe we have some cars out of fuel. Zimmerman and Crago might be out of fuel. As is Mullen. That could be an issue. So now Riles is leading. As it looks like Quick Born's out of fuel as well. This could be an issue. as Onesto now losing ground. Looks like some drivers just pushing it and are going to bite the mark. That's going to be an issue. Might bring out a caution. As Mullen pulls right up onto the track for some reason.
Don't say Bourne's out of fuel also, it looks like.
Yep. Mullen now just sitting in the middle of the track. That's going to bring out a caution if Mullen doesn't move back down to the apron. In fact, it's going to bring out a caution anyway, as drivers will be kind of parked on the apron unless they're towed quick enough.
Say Mullen's gotten back down to the line.
Quickborn now is dragging his right side tires on the grass. Zimmerman going only like 25 miles an hour. Mullen is down there as well. I believe Langton will have the lead here with Kira and Kiro in second and third. Riles fourth, but here comes a big group of cars right up to Riles. Yeah, with cars just sitting on track, officials will have no choice but to throw the caution here to get the tow trucks out. In order to get these cars pushed back to pit road.
Yeah, it wasn't the smartest idea for these guys to stay out an extra lap.
Here's the thing, I still hear their engines idling. They're just running slowly. Oh, now the idling sounds go bye-bye. Quickborn is shooting around the track again.
I think Bourne was probably close enough to pit road to make it.
Yeah.
Also close, Zimmerman. Also close.
And Zimmerman is officially stopped. Crago's stopped. Mullen is for
Crago's in fact backing up.
Mullen also backing up for whatever reason. Well then.
Yeah, if you don't pit, you're going to have a bad time.
Wouldn't be the first time I ran out of fuel and had to get towed. In an online league race, I tried to stretch my fuel out. I ran out of fuel going into turn 3 at Texas, and to give you an idea of just how bad my luck was, I overshot my pit stall with no fuel in the car, and it wouldn't let me reset my car back to pit road. Like, I could not call a tow truck while on pit road.
Dang.
After like 4 minutes of excruciatingly painful waiting to allow me to be towed, it automatically towed me back to my pit stall.
Ooh.
Alright, so we'll have about 20 to 22 laps to go when we get the green flag again.
Zimmerman is officially fueled up. Now, so is Crago exiting his stall.
Well, they were pretty close, and Mullen's getting tires in addition to fuel. And he is not leaving his stall just yet. Maybe he got only left side tires. And now he's out and away. Also, here's the thing. Zimmerman, Crago, and Mullen were all like right near pit entry. So they were going to have shorter towing times than if they were, at the opposite end of the track.
Yeah. Thing is, with that, they're all 2 laps down, so we're going to have double file restart.
Ooh. I like like my race is interesting.
Double file restart. They weren't slow, they just ran out of gas.
Yeah. Langathan. Both Kiros. Hayner's in 4th. Demax is in 5th. Cousins 6th. Riles is in 7th. Your points leader, Carpenter, is in 8th. Julian Nguyen having an interesting run up near the front in 9th. Chase Marks also.
Oh, what's Kira doing?
Oh. Another shakeup in the. God damn, this race is just full of twists today. And already this race has been longer than last week at fucking Watkins Glen.
Yeah.
I mean, the race is according to the little timer for just over 46 and a quarter minutes in. Which means we've been probably recording for close to 48.
I think the other Kiro is torn on what to do. Like, they're running slightly lower than, first, fourth, but you're not down on the bottom either.
He's not on the apron, and I think he's not. He's basically creating a third lane for pacing. I don't know. He's probably going to pull down pit road.
It looks like they moved back up in line, though. I think it's just that thing where, like, oh, I need to follow the car that's in front of me. The way it's pitting, I'm not.
Yeah.
Once the 92 actually pulls down off the pit road, the 29 will probably move back up and take that second position.
In before everybody behind Langdon pits. Oh, Kiro just slams on the brakes. Something is amiss that 92.
Yeah, it looks like they said, fuck this shit, I'm out.
Maybe the anti-lock braking system failed or something like that. I don't know. Because amazingly enough, these cars have ABS. It's not all that powerful, and it doesn't work half the time. But they have it.
And the lights are out, so here comes the 3 lap cars.
Yep. Okay, so revised running order. Langathan, Kiro, Hayner's in 3rd, Demax is in 4th, Cousins, Riles, Carpenter, your points leader. Nguyen is now in 8th, Marks is now in 9th, and Jackie Tang is now in 10th. If you don't believe anybody when they say super speedway races are crapshoot races, just look at your top 10. One driver didn't have successful races until she joined her husband and whatnot.
I think you only have to look at the top 5 for a couple of cars that are really not up there.
Demax won a race last week, so he doesn't count anymore. Nguyen and Tang and Marks are all back markers, and they're rounding out the top 10.
Saying Hayner's in 3rd, he's usually, a mid-packer?
Mid to backpacker, depending on the track and qualifying effort.
And the 92 has officially retired out of the race.
No specific reason given. That's interesting. Perhaps something Asami needs to worry about?
Maybe? I don't know. Maybe they just said, screw this, I'm out.
Who knows? Only they know, apparently. Into the restart zone they go. Green flag is back out. Langford with that nose damage glitch once fucking again.
Had a good restart.
Very big jump for Langford. That could be good for him. It could also be highly disadvantage
Detrimental.
detrimental to him.
Because they're going to draft right up real quick.
In fact, they're already there. Kind of. Because you got lap cars in the way of the lead lap cars, which allows Langford to hold on to lead much longer than he normally would. As Tang starts to slide back. Here comes Lamas now looking to the inside, making it 4 wide. So now they're 4 wide behind the lap cars.
Yeah.
Nguyen now somehow battling for second, despite being a back marker in the league. And now Nguyen's losing ground a lot. Kind of checking up that middle lane there.
Llama's clear on the bottom.
Llama's now making it 2 wide with Nguyen. As Asami Kira is now in the draft between 2 of the 3. Actually, she's right around with Craigo Racing Incorporated right there. As the team owner to her outside, and she's sandwiched in between 2 cars in the inside lane. Can she get around Langford?
Well, the 56 is around. Leader.
And Kiro's up there now. Now here comes Lamas. Hitting a wall of air because he has no one behind him or in front of him now. He has Asami in front of him in the draft. Now Asami makes it 3 wide. But again, that wall of air. The draft is the great equalizer, as what Mike Joy and or Larry McReynolds says all the goddamn time on Fox broadcasts for Daytona and Talladega.
Yeah, they're starting to fan out there. Fan out in the...
Now making it 4 wide for the lead, with a lap car even.
Yeah.
Can Lamas make it back-to-back super speedway races for wins?
Well, he
somehow managed to make himself clear, but he's going to have to Jean Girard it if he wants to stay ahead of Langford, who's having a hard charge to the outside. Now here comes Asami to the inside. Ooh, Langford almost got into the wall there.
It's going to fall back behind Lamas.
Cousins now side by side with Lamas, but here comes Mullen in the middle playing spoiler as a lapped car. Lamas now with a push on the outside from Langford.
3 wide for the lead. Oh, looking to make it 4 wide.
Dalton on the inside. He wants to get a second win in the season and jumpstart his chances at a better chance in the chase. That I fucked that up majorly. Lamas now ahead of Kiro, clear of Kiro going into the corner, but here comes Kiro back on the inside as Corbett and Mullen make contact in the corner, and looks like they make contact again there. Lamas now clear of the rest of the field. Can he make himself Jean Girard? Here comes Dalton back on the inside with a push from Alan Bledsoe now. Dalton now side by side with Lamas as they exit the corner. Dalton with the slide edge. But Lamas is going to get the push from Langford. So they go 4 wide once again behind them. Dalton now getting up there side by side with the 48. We are nearing 10 laps to go in this event, as we are also approaching the 1 hour mark in this race. Lamas leads at the line. I'm spelling a photo finish. Are you spelling it, James? Not James, but Cody?
Yeah, and especially once you get back there like 10th, it's where it's 3 wide,
Mm-hmm.
several rows.
Yeah, I think we might need to get the cameras ready. Wait, hang
Yeah.
on. I know just the person. Ma, get the camera! Whoop, I went to the pace car. I went too far forward. Oh, well.
There's a 4 wide in there.
Yep, and that, amazing enough, contains no lapped cars. And they're still 4 wide, and now they're almost 5 wide. Oh, God. Mullen tries to back out of it, but he's getting pushed by his team owner there. Dolan and Lamas still side by side. It's much like Lamas and Kiro earlier in this race. No one with a strict advantage.
Hayner clear to the bottom with no one behind him.
He's going to get freight trained on the outside, which is pretty unique to this track, but he falls back in line before he can get pushed back too far.
Well, I was going to say more like Ernesto jumped in behind him. Jumped down.
Either way, Hayner's still in line and is still part of the inside lane freight train. So now Mahari's kicked to the inside as they're now 4 wide. They almost went 4 wide for the lead there. Marks just couldn't get the draft. Now Dolan has no one behind him. Now here comes Miller to fill that gap. They're 3 wide for the lead. Now here comes Chase Marks with a strong run and a push from Mahari on the inside.
Are they about to go 4 wide for the lead? They're looking at it, but they didn't.
Not yet. I don't doubt they won't go 4 wide. They're just not going 4 wide just quite yet.
Say the 71 keeps peaking down there.
And now here comes Hayner to bamboozle the 71. And that just killed the run the inside line had. Dolan once again leads that inside lane, and he will try and clear Lama's exiting corner here.
4 wide for third.
And Dolan has cleared Lamas, but Lamas, with a push from Langton, gets back to the door of Dalton. Now the fender and maybe even had a slight edge going into the corner. Now here comes Hayner with a run on the inside. God damn.
My thing is, 41 slid up. Did not have him a drafting partner. But he's making it work.
Now Dalton draft partnerless as Lamas once again leads at the line. In fact, Hayner edged Dalton at the line there. This is getting interesting. 2 laps until we reach 10 to go. Hayner now clear of the rest of the field. Can he become Jean Girard?
Maybe for a lap.
He's trying, but Lamas is just going to get there. Hayner goes lower down the track, knowing Lamas is there. Now Hayner's going to get stuck in the middle as March tries the inside lane, and Lamas couldn't quite get the run. He almost gets into the wall there, almost gets turned by the 13 as well. Now here comes the Max now to the inside of the 41 for the lead with a push from the 88 to Carpenter. They're 5 wide now.
Well, it's go time.
10 to go, next time by. They're 5 wide for 5th. Riles with a late race charge now.
Looks like they went back to 4 wide.
Well, with the run Riles has right now.
Oh, there's a slow car up here also.
Hey, that's Merzlak. Who has
that's
damage to the front end.
Nearly 5 seconds slower.
Oh boy. Oh god, they're 5 wide again. That is
5 wide approaching a slow car?
Don't worry, it's in the middle of the pack. I'm sure they'll find a way to navigate the lapped car.
Yeah, it's like 4.5 seconds technically, but...
Who's counting semantics? So Riles is going to try the outside, and McCord is going to try the inside. They both get around Merzlak.
The middle's going to get screwed. It went high.
Both the middle and the outside line are going to get screwed. Riles now with a definitive lead. Onesto to the third. Cousins to fourth.
It's getting dicey back in the back.
Well, the good news is they haven't wrecked yet. Just waiting for those caution lights to turn on. And they're like, yeah, we're already around the slow car. Let's go ahead and go back to 4 wide.
Slow car didn't really stop 4 wide that much.
And they're 5 wide now. Okay. Now they're back to 4 wide because Dalton managed to get past the people he was going 5 wide with. Nice. Now Merzlak's going to block the middle lane in the corner like a douche. Onesto's going for the lead here. And Onesto led the lap. Spencer now going for second on Riles, using Craig as a pick. 4 wide behind them for position. And it quickly turns to 3 wide. Now here comes Langton with a huge run.
Kiro was trying to make it 5 wide there at one point.
As the 51 and 41 door slam each other down the back straightaway. And once again going into turn 3.
I was gonna say, Hayner went from first to like 26th and now back in the top 10.
That's the power of the draft, baby. They're now 4 wide in the middle of this pack. As Langton is Jean Girard confirmed. He's not only pulling away, but he's blocking 3 lanes at once somehow. Langton, of course, also going for win number 2. Of course, the more repeat winners we have, the better, because that means less people are battling for the 12 positions in the chase, which is kind of preferable, to be honest, because I would like people to, try and win or get in points, but obviously it didn't happen this season. Hashtag this series is not rigged. Hashtag I swear honest guys. Now the outside lane somehow got a good run entering the corner. That's just killed because the inside run is OP as fuck in the middle of the corner. So now that inside lane without very many cars is going to lose a lot of ground.
And there's another slow car they're approaching. Not as slow, but still slow.
Slow car's gonna get in the way. Remember Atlanta 2001 with Harvick versus Gordon? And that commentary bit right there?
It's
5 to get
this car, instead of being 4.5 seconds slower, it's only 2 seconds.
Yeah,
Well, like 2.5, but
4 wide for 4th. As Spencer and Cousins make contact and door slam each other down the straightaway. Seriously, I'm surprised that with the amount of door slamming these guys have, they haven't wrecked yet.
getting close. You can see them and that slow car in the same camera shot now.
Especially in helicopter cam. 4 laps to go, by the way. Langton's going to go low. Leinhardt's going to try high. And Langton has had the easiest bout of getting around the slow car as anybody else. And somehow has not pulled away due to the difficulty of everybody else trying to get around Vaughn. In fact, Lionheart's right on the 82's tail. And Zimmerman is in third. Can he... Oh, wait, no, he's not in third. He's a lap down. That's right. Whoops. 3 to go. Ooh. The 99 of Corbett getting real close to that wall there. Does anybody have for Langton, Cody?
I don't know. They're going to have to work together to draft to get there.
Of course, you say
As they're
that.
coming to 2 to go.
Of course, you say that, and Mark Boston immediately ditches Asami Kiro in an attempt to try and pass her without any drafting help. Whereas Vaughn's now in the middle of this pack, and he is no longer slowing anyone down, so... As I said, we are now at 2 laps to go at the line. Who will win? For Langton, this is a chance for a higher place in the chase standings come the start of the chase. For everybody behind him immediately, this is for a shot to be in the chase.
Here
Now,
comes 29.
Sami Kiro now. The late charge to the inside with a push from the 13.
There's another slow car, but I don't think they're going to catch it. Time.
Who knows? Last lap, they're now 3 wide for the lead going into turn 1. Mark Boston has been a model of consistency, or at least one of the various models of consistency. He has so far completed the most laps and miles of anybody out there. And now here comes Mahari to the inside with the late race charge.
Oh, they actually are going to catch the slow car, it looks like.
Crago now
Maybe.
making it 4 wide with Miller and his 2 lapped car compatriots trying to... Ooh, this is going to get hairy. It's not going to be enough. Mark Boston is going to win at Armory Digital with the help of slow traffic. Yes, I got the start and finish line perfectly center on my screen.
Say, Mahari barely took second because of the slow car.
And Mark Boston found himself in the hunt for the chase. Potentially. I don't know. Hell, I still have to import the standing. Oh shit! You know what? I accidentally put in race 23 for the Cheez-It 300 when we did Watkins Glen earlier instead of race 22, so that just almost threw me off. All right. All right then. Well,
Got close to being really dicey there at the end.
it was very dicey. And that, of course, means the chase is once again shooken up by another... what's the word I'm looking for? Surprise winner, I guess?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Gonna say, the Max pulled in another top 15.
Yep, that's going to help him in points. Probably not... Because remember, top 25. This is the exact same issue Jesse Dalton had for like a good third and a half of the season. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. Next week is going to be at... I think Darlington? If I remember correctly. Might be wrong about that. But, until then, thank you all so much for watching. Cody, thank I've been up for 24 hours. That was the meme from Watkins Glen. Anyways, thank you, Cody, for joining me once again. For this stuff, it's fun doing co-commentary. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching, guys, and as always, I'll see you at the next race. So long, folks.